Finally, the truth comes out of the White House. Welcome back to Mind Your Biz. My name is Seth.
And I'm Mrs. MineYourBiz.
Subscribe to this channel to get regular updates on what's happening in the crypto and financial markets, to understand more about all of the tech behind Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, security, and privacy. The White House blasts digital assets in a new report and says that there's little value in crypto.
Use cases have not been fulfilled while suggesting they present risks to consumers and the broader financial system. A shift in the Biden administration from agnostic to openly adversarial.
I don't want to make it about party politics, but it does seem like this administration has kind of flip-flopped.
Yeah, and I think Bitcoin would beg to differ. And with the dollar falling and Bitcoin on the rise, it's a silly statement.
Beyond that, we've got news coming out of the IRS saying that they're calling for public feedback on taxing NFTs.
No!
Yeah, I mean, leave Bitcoin alone for just a minute. Even NFTs are under threat. If they didn't see value in it, then why is the IRS asking about public comment for capital gains on NFTs?
Why would they do that?
I mean,
Maybe because there's money and value there.
That's the literal definition of value, is that something has capital gains. But those wishing to offer feedback to the IRS have until June 19th of 2023 to submit comments. Collectibles under U.S. tax law currently do not have as advantageous capital gains tax treatment as other capital assets. So they're trying to put NFTs into the least advantageous tax position they possibly can. And currently selling collectibles such as coins or artwork, they're subject to a maximum capital gains tax rate of 28%. That's almost as bad as some of the income tax rate in this country, which, for being a supposedly non-socialist country, we shouldn't have taxes as high as they are.
Agreed. I mean, our founders threw a bunch of tea into the ocean for a 2% tax.
French Hill, a Republican from Arkansas, is calling on Congress to get its act together on crypto. He warned that businesses will go elsewhere while agencies crack down, and said that the first step is to pick up stablecoin legislation, continuing from last year's efforts. It was essentially abandoned.
We all have a front row seat to what happens in Congress if we don't get our act together. Businesses will leave the U.S. to go elsewhere while the agencies are taking major steps to crack down on the crypto blockchain digital asset industry.
Seems like the IRS's proposal to tax NFTs at a higher rate is not doing this whole situation any favors. But on that note, there is some legal clarity about IP ownership rights in NFTs. A U.S. judge has granted NFT creator IP ownership for the Quantum NFT that was minted many years ago on the NYCCoin blockchain. This may help clarify the rules going forward. It's essentially a case between a group called Free Holdings and the original artist by the name of McCoy. They claim that he ceded ownership of the record by failing to update his blockchain record on the NYCCoin blockchain, even though he originally minted the NFT in 2015 as the original creator. Mimi, with our family's background in creative arts and creative intellectual property, that's not how the laws work.
Not at all.
Even though blockchain has come into existence in this time, the laws regarding intellectual property are not catching up to NFTs and crypto. And frankly, the way they were set up before are more favorable for creators. And we're seeing that right now.
That's really exciting. Sushi hit with SEC subpoena, seeking a $3 million USDT legal defense fund.
Looks like the head chef, air quotes, Jared Gray, is seeking a $3 million legal defense fund from the Sushi DAO, not from the public, and that would cover legal fees for the Sushi core contributors. He says, "We're cooperating with the SEC. It has become evident funds must be available to handle legal needs. We think it's probably mostly to protect the core contributors." And who can blame him? The SEC is threatening Sushi. These people have put a lot of effort into it, and they will become targets. This could put them into the position of bankruptcy or insolvency if they're not careful. OKCoin has suspended the trading of two CityCoins, MiamiCoin and NYCCoin. For the record, these are the only two major CityCoins that have been launched so far. If you want my full take on MiamiCoin, look at the two videos that I did on the Seth Estrada channel. I didn't think that they were viable from the outset, but OKCoin says limited liquidity for these coins on our platform has created the possibility of price manipulation and fraudulent activity. While none of these risks have occurred, we wanted to get ahead of any possible misconduct. Ouch. I never cheer on the failure of a project, but this seemed like it was not well planned, and it seems like this was always going to be the inevitable outcome. Finally, some good news.
Texas House introduces bill to boost local Bitcoin economy and protect rights of individual BTC ownership.
Don't mess with Texas.
Woohoo! Chinese government's banning of Bitcoin mining and trading in 2021 is an authoritarian form of rule that is in complete opposition to the values of the United States.
This ban led to the quick migration of hash rate from China to the United States, mainly Texas, which has been reaping the benefits of the explosion in activity.
The Lone Star State has certain principles regarding items of value that are embedded in the Texas Constitution, and these principles should be applied to all citizens with respect to the use and storage of Bitcoin.
I love that this is the actual language that the bill uses. These principles express support for protecting individuals who code or develop on the Bitcoin network. This has been a long time struggle for Bitcoin developers who have concerns about contributing their work to Bitcoin and then being made legally liable later on. Texas is offering a safe haven to those developers who need a place to just live while they improve the Bitcoin network. It goes on to state that it ensures that the individuals who mine Bitcoin in Texas will never be inhibited by any law or resolution that restricts the practice of securing the Bitcoin network for the safety of the virtual currency, which is held and transferred peer-to-peer. They go out of their way to describe the way that it works because that description helps to prevent it from being made illegal by other territories. It's a pretty gutsy thing that Texas is doing right now.
But if anyone could do it, it would be Texas.
Heck yeah. And a last highlight from MineYourBiz. We think it's important to state their language. The people shall be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and possessions from all unreasonable seizures or searches. That's Section 9, Article 1 of the Texas Constitution, and it mirrors our Fourth Amendment. It's a very similar verbiage to the Fourth Amendment of the United States. Every American citizen has that right, whether it's expressed in their state constitution or not. But I love that Texas reiterates it here, and they extend it to Bitcoin. Please read the entire thing. The link is in the description, and tell us what you think. Is Texas becoming the new American safe haven for cryptocurrency and for Bitcoin?
We'll see.
As always, thanks for watching to the very end, being subscribed, and sharing this video. You're the reason we make this media. We love your face. Remember to stay private and mind your biz.